Hello everyone, welcome back. Going back to our agenda for the day, it is time to turn to data and insights. Let's welcome Sam from Azavista. Sam enjoys software as a service SaaS business, knowledge sharing, hospitality and digital marketing. After gaining experience in digital tech for multiple years, she now works as an account executive for Azavista. With her first job being for a large conference organizer, it was a matter of time before Sam would find her way back into this exciting industry. Combining the latest tech with a penchant for well-organized events, she's on a quest to help planners become more data-driven in 2021. Will the real data-driven event planner please stand up? This is the topic of sharing from Sam. Data-driven event management has been a hot topic in event industry. Digitalisation and the rise of event tech has been thoroughly discussed for many years. However, the unexpected pandemic that forces everyone to rethink their strategy made it painfully clear that many struggle with basic data management. We cannot thrive if the base isn't right. In this session, we will dive into crucial software applications, integrations, and how to become truly data-driven. Sam, please.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sam, and I'd like to talk about data-driven event management today. Because data-driven event management has been a very hot topic in event industry for quite some time. For years, event planners have been talking about digitalization and the rise of technology. It almost seems that everybody wanted to be truly data-driven before COVID, but the mass did not know how to get there. We've seen a staggering amount of blogs, keynotes, studies on the rise of event technology, in which all of them AR, VR, wearables, 5G, facial recognition, and holograms are repeatedly listed as the tech that will shape the future of our industry. However, this unexpected pandemic forced everybody to rethink their strategy and made it painfully clear that many planners and conference organizers are struggling with their basic data management. A late 2019 study revealed that 46% of event planners agree that technology already plays a huge part in their daily work. This is almost half of all respondents. A staggering 68% believes that being a technology expert is key for job success. So knowing these stats and seeing events moving to a much more hybrid form, the necessity for an event technologist job role is on the rise. Apart from this, there are more interesting insights that I would like to share with you. A research study conducted over 145 event professionals from the UK and the US called "Are Event Planners Struggling with Event Technology?" identified that the biggest issue for planners is the time it takes to complete the procurement, implementation, and integration process of their event technology systems. Other challenges that were listed included familiarizing individuals with the technology, limited skills to make confident buying decisions, which makes sense, and managing the migration process from one system to another. The survey also revealed what kind of event technology tools planners seem to struggle with, including tools for data management, live streaming, event apps, and event management software. In other words, the basics. Apart from this, Event Manager's blog revealed that almost 80% of current job ads demand that event professionals are capable of establishing the business value of their event. Listen very carefully to the next statistic because this blew me away. More than 50% of event professionals know that they do not measure the success of their events well enough. Less than 20% say that they measure their event success somewhat accurately, and only 10% claim that they measure it in great detail. That's insane. This means that we can conclude that only 10% of all planners, at least in the US and the UK, are truly data-driven to this day. And we know that the great majority of event planners weren't accurately calculating the ROI of their events, let alone the ROI of each delegate type or the ROI of each participant type. So in a world that is seemingly driven by big data, we still seem to struggle coming up with clever ways to generate the 360-degree overview we are all longing for. Let's call it the dashboard of all dashboards. Why is this the case? The software is here, and with thousands thousands of individual event tech suppliers in the market, it's almost impossible to believe that planners still lack the proper tools. So where do we go wrong? Basically, what I'd like to explore today are two things. One, why are we unable to leverage event tech to its maximum extent? And what do we need to come up with for a stellar hybrid strategy? To answer both questions, we need to take a look at what is crucial, but often overlooked in event technology platforms. So let's start with the 6 signs that we have we have 6 signs that indicate that your event technology is not future-proof and not ready for 2021. So also, if you would like to have these insights, feel free to reach out to me afterwards to receive the recording of this session, so you can go back to this insight later. Right. The first indicator that your software is not future-proof is unnecessary time loss. Software has to work for you, not against you. So when sourcing for a new event technology supplier, make sure that before you map out your most repeated actions for organizing and managing events. For example, if a platform does not allow you to perform simple tasks like duplicating events, web pages, registration forms, survey forms, emails, or complete email campaigns, question if it will actually save you time in the long run. Another thing that you can identify by mapping your most repeated tasks is if you want to identify a lack of automation. So if the software requires manual, mundane tasks that could easily be automated, run, just go. Another huge blocker that many overlook is bad user management. So make sure that your software can assign end users to multiple teams, is able to set visibility and edit rights per role type, because this makes it way easier to give stakeholders read-only access, for example, for sharing reports or tracking project process. Many planners to this day have no idea whether their events for 2021 will be physical or virtual. This is another big issue. COVID-19 might even impact this decision very last minute, requiring planners to be creative and most of all, really flexible. Now, one big issue we see with our clients is that their legacy software is inflexible and does not allow them to pivot to a virtual space if needed. They're stuck in a cumbersome interface that misses features for the correct management of their participants, projects, or budgets. So the 5th issue, the software is not scalable. Not knowing what our new normal will look like makes it very, very hard to estimate the amount of events for next year, or even give off an expected amount of participants. So this creates a complete new bottleneck in pricing models. Make sure if you are sourcing a supplier to check if the pricing model that's being proposed to you matches your business goals and is able to scale in alignment with your growth objectives. I'm also totally aware that these sound like no-brainers when it comes to sourcing event technology solutions. However, we see a lot of companies missing out on the last key points. We need to focus on just that thing that everybody seems to forget or dismiss: integrations. Every strategy stands or falls with integrations. In order to tie all the knots together, we must make sure that the critical business application within our existing software stack integrates well with your event technology solution. In simpler words, we want the software to be connected and extensible. So ideally, you want to integrate your customer relationship management system, travel booking systems, conferencing solutions, project management tools, marketing automation, content management system, your ticketing, your payment solution provider. And only in this way you can create the data output that can calculate if it makes sense to host an event somewhere, or on a smaller scale, evaluate your next steps by applying evidence-based decision-making. From on-site check-ins, attendee data collection, security, social media interaction, and participant engagement, automation has had a significant impact on practically every stage in the event planning and management process. Now, this is all very interesting, but I can hear you think, where do I start? So after mapping your most repeated tasks to see what we want to automate, You move on to mapping your most critical business application within your existing technology stack, because we want to know which information we need to retrieve to create a 360-degree overview on the business value of your events. When choosing an event technology solution, the most important thing is to make sure that it's an API first platform or tool, if you want to nail this. Meaning that it can integrate through the application programming interface of those applications within your technology stack. This allows you to choose which one you wish to connect, and if the data needs to be shared and synchronized one way or both ways. So from one software to another software, or cross-synchronized for both. One of the biggest barriers in the path of API implementation for event planners is lack of proper awareness and understanding. In one of the earlier mentioned surveys, nearly 53% of event planners reported a perceived lack of integration possibilities between their setup and API technology. I don't want to tell you that API integrations are important. I want to explain why they are. So essentially, the reason we need APIs is because we want to make events smarter. We have been trying to make events smarter for years, and this is the way to do it. If you're planning a large-scale business conference, which involves significant investment in terms of money, time, and effort, you want to get the maximum possible ROI, and this is paramount. This is of paramount importance to all stakeholders involved. So custom APIs are key to accurately report on this metric. Let me put this differently. By integrating data streams from multiple sources, manual admin level tasks are reduced, and the need for a manual replication of data from one platform to another is completely removed. This results in time saving and an increased productivity level. So I guess this is another thing we're all looking for at this point. In addition, working with event APIs ensures greater accuracy and reliability of event data in real time, making it way easier for planners to study the analytics and derive more meaningful insights from that data. Event automation tools have kind of enhanced the ease of data accessibility. So in theory, connecting your applications is not difficult at all. But we have to think about security concerns, for example. In an ideal scenario, you only want to extract the information from your database that you need to come up with this ROI calculation, whilst keeping the rest secured from third-party applications. So APIs help you control exactly that. To get started with this, it is vital to have clarity about what APIs are before trying to use them in event management. So APIs allow us to set up customized data event filtering and ensures that only the relevant parties can access this data. So in a nutshell, these APIs support a wide range of critical event planning related functions, transferring data promptly and securely from one system to another. This can be as simple as transferring attendee data from your CRM system to your registration platform and vice versa, or way more advanced, used to display real-time data on mobile event apps, or used for financial tasks such as generating and storing payment confirmations. But if set up correctly, all of your actions are more efficient with APIs. It's about making the entire event management workflow more systematic and streamlined, and APIs can be immensely useful for that. There are multiple ways to set up and implement APIs onto your digital event platform. So when you are sourcing for a supplier, you need to select the option that is most suitable for the nature of your business and the nature of your events. So, for example, if you are short on time and short on technical knowledge or technical team or staff even, native API integrations are probably the best way to go because they are easiest to set up for the most common tasks and functionalities. And you can always build this out along the road. If you are looking to integrate very powerful functionalities without having to build the software on your own, go for open APIs. So of course, you have to need the time. And if you have this time, and if you have your API development and software engineering team, you can also choose to create your own fully customizable APIs. But obviously, this is a few steps further. For effective event planning, you need to ensure that the right data is always available in the right place at the right time. And this is facilitated by event APIs. You can set up advanced field mapping to manage all of the integrations of your event management platform with other third-party applications. In addition, how APIs share event information can also be monitored and controlled through field mapping. Expert handling on big data on real-time basis is vital for business events. APIs help in superior data management and practices, and their importance has definitely grown a lot since the latest GDPR regulations. So the most important advantages of using APIs for event planning is the seamless connection of mobile event apps with real-time event data. Such connections run on successful API integrations and rely on unique API keys, making the security factor way more robust than the standard two-step authentication. What's more, the entire cloud-based infrastructure can be managed with the help of event APIs. So this means the software interface do not run into traditional data segmentations or barriers, but they actually make data migration easier than ever and ensure smoother accessibility of event reports, as mentioned before. So I really, really hope this gave you some insights to why APIs are crucial for measuring event success, that APIs are supposed to make your life and your job easier, and that you might want to become or hire an event technologist. All things to think about. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very fruitful event for the rest of this day.
Thank you, Sam, for the details outlining how the events industry has been evolving in the data-driven trajectory. It is true that events are very versatile and human-centric. Therefore, data collection has always been a major challenge in understanding attendees' expectations, needs, and demands. It is now time for Q&A with our speaker, Sam. For those who have questions about the Azavista platform, you may simply click on Programs in the main stage, followed by the Q&A button for this session, and you will be redirected to the Pigeonhole Live link where you can post your questions to Sam, or you can use this QR code over here. Within your navigation device, you will notice a reimagined area called Recreational Zone. If you want to try something fun, simply head down to the Recreational Zone where you can try out simple yet addictively fun games. After all, we all need a break time to time. Networking with fellow trade show delegates is a key component of attending a trade show. Therefore, you can access the networking zone to view fellow attendees joining in this event and tech show. With the continuous stream of attendees, you will definitely meet many great minds and event enthusiasts on this platform where you can exchange ideas, discuss opportunities, and forge new partnerships. Exclusive to our premium access holders, you may exchange name cards with fellow delegates to further the conversation, even after the event. For your convenience, we also have a broad categorization of various industries, allowing you to quickly filter attendees by industry. Note that this event is an international event where attendees can join in from any part of the world at any time of the day. So remember to come back to the networking zone tomorrow to continue mingling. One of the highlights in the interactive and demo zone is brought to you by our gold sponsor, Catalyst Global. With their expertise in cultivating team spirit where new work arrangements is challenging each workplace to adapt and evolve to a more active, engagement-reliant online work environment, all of our premium access holders will get to participate and try out a shortened version of the team building activity. Specifically, they are showcasing an activity called the Infinite Loop Online. To really benefit from this trial, we encourage you to spare 30 minutes of your time to join the session and stay through it to feel the impact of the activity. To join the session, all you need is a pen and some paper. Then you are set to join in and have some fun while meeting new people. Hesitate no more. Be on time for the first session at 11 a.m. Singapore time tomorrow, because the trial spots are limited to a maximum of 40 packs per session. If you are unable to join for that session, please feel free to refer to the schedule of their trial sessions in the interactive and demo zone or from their booth number 324. Our next session is at 5:15 p.m. From Emily Wallace, we have a topic titled Drone Tech to Make Your Event Come Alive. See you later.